Richard says, how to convey to people that a seminar on self-defense, as far as being able to actually physically defend yourself, is not possible.
Okay.
So, and the second part to that was, what are the benefits of still going to one if you accept that as a fact?
Right. So it's impossible to learn how to defend yourself from a seminar.
It's the premise of the question.
Premise of the question. All right. So
what would be
the seminar itself is not what's going to. This seminar equips them. So it should give them exercises, should give them things to think about, material to read, things to consider that they might not have considered, like such as language, you know, what's insulting versus what's directing and decisive. And then it's up to them to practice. You know, they've got to practice. There's no way around that, you know. And
I know Richard, and so I'm sure what he's talking about is physical self-defense,
the physical stuff,
and the fact that you have to gain, you know, you can't gain.
Got to do your reps.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that question is, if you take something like the gift of fear, I would be willing to bet that there's been thousands of people, if not more, who have probably not been in a situation, who have avoided situations after reading that book.
Yes, absolutely.
Just because they learned to pay more attention to their instincts.
Pay attention, right? Avoidance, deterrence, de-escalation.
So there's no, shouldn't minimize, you know, what people can take away in terms of information. How that might change a given situation.
Yeah.
Thinking about things in a different way, maybe.
Right. Yeah, and then just approaching things, learning to listen to their gut, you know. I always get feedback from people about that kind of stuff where they never thought about the avoidance aspects or the de-escalation aspects or deterrence aspects. Like, they thought about it, but never to that degree.
Sure.
Like, never with exercises to actually do to develop it.
Right.
You know, so it's I think, but again, it's an introduction and exposure to that stuff, and then it's up to them to train and continue to do those exercises and work on it.